puppies.
Yes.
But we're kind of talking about some pets for people who maybe aren't ready for a cat or dog, or not really what they're into.
Well, my story on ferrets is this is what I grew up with, because my mom and dad said no cats, no dogs. There was 5 boys and girls in my family, and they said that's enough. In fact, I brought a little puppy home, and my mom said not another one. We cannot take. So I remember one day we said, hey, can we do a ferret? And then all of a sudden they went yes.
Okay.
And so my brother and I ran out, went to the pet store, and got a ferret.
So you're a ferret lover.
Yeah, and what I found is they're very playful, fairly easy. This morning I gave them a bath. Within 5 minutes we were done. You know, that kind of a thing. So a lot
Doesn't happen with dogs.
No. And so things are easier. Their lifespan is around that 7-8 years, and so sometimes you got to play that one out. And where are my kids going to be 7 or 8 years from now? And so it makes a good pet in that way. They're litter trained.
It's an easier pet to take to college, maybe, if your kid, that's around the time.
If they allow the pets where they live, yes. Litter trained, and there's some neat history. So these guys have been around for over 2,000 years. So there's records of them doing that. They have in the past, they're more on the hunting side of things, and so that's what they did when they were more in the wild. These are definitely domesticated. These are what are called Marshall ferrets. That's who breeds them. That is the kind of ferret that you want to get because they've bred them to be very nice and social and all that kind of stuff.
Yeah, really nice.
I brought some stuff here. So what is your biggest concern with ferrets?
It's their smell. You walk into a pet store and you think it's their smell.
Yes, and so the way to handle that, they now have products out there, and that's what I have right here, is 2 products. One you put in the water, and it removes the odor from the pet itself.
Oh.
This stuff actually works on dogs and cats too.
Works from the inside out.
Yes.
Great.
And then if you go, hey, I want double strength, feed them treats that have the same product in there.
Okay.
And you significantly decrease that. I've had so many moms go home, the kids are like, oh yeah, I love the ferret. They come back and they go, gosh, can you do something about the smell? They do this, and within a week or 2, after it gets in their system, they come back and they go, that's a miracle. I no longer have a concern about that smell and everything. So know that little ferrets are carnivorous, and so they're going to want to eat a high protein diet, and even the treats that you feed them need to be high protein. Here, these are some of the treats that are really cool because this is a muscle tendon kind of, for a dog.
Is that a rawhide or something? Okay.
It's a muscle tendon. They're great for, here we have them for dogs, but a ferret is going to love it as well because they're so carnivorous. They're going to be all about that.
Okay.
But for kids, I mean, you're going to give them hammocks and things like that as well.
And you can take them on walks.
You can take them on walks.
You can put a leash on them and walk them and everything.
Yeah, there's so many things you can do with the ferret. They're very active. So if you have a playful child, a ferret is going to be great for them. They're not here. Everybody thinks they're nocturnal. They're actually, they have their naps or sleeps in the mid-morning and then in the evening. That's when they tend to sleep. But in my family, whenever we wanted to play, we just had our ferrets out, and then they got their naps and stuff when we were not there, kind of thing.
And you were saying, so they're litter trained, so they can, just be out around the house like a cat or something like that too, right?
Yeah, we had a room that our ferret could, when we were in the room, we could let the ferret out. We'd have a little TV or we were reading, and the ferret would play with us, and then all of a sudden it would scurry back to its little cage, go back in, take care of business, and come back out with us. So ferrets are really versatile and fun and easy. That's the biggest thing.
So if maybe you've been thinking about getting a pet for your kid or for yourself and you kind of weren't really sure what you wanted, or responsibility levels were a worry for you, maybe a ferret's what you're interested in. You can stop by and see these guys at Petland in Iowa City with Ron. They can answer all your questions, or maybe you already have a parrot and that smelly stuff sounded good to you.
Oh,
you can grab that up too. So it is 7:50 right now. And still coming up, a state in the Midwest is on the verge of lowering their drinking age. How likely is that bill's going to pass and what the age is?